What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. It's such a beautiful day today. I'm loving it. It's not cold outside. It's freaking beautiful. This was a good episode. Getting into this episode, Anna Devayne. I never thought I would say this about Anna, but she's officially on my shit list at this point. Like, what the hell is wrong with this woman? Like, really? She's sitting here feeding Peter all this information about the WSB's potential investigation. Now, she gets some information or whatever about another one of Faison's little holding companies or whatever, Shell Corporation, which of course Obrecht's name is a part, they find Obrecht's name on it or whatever as far as like employees or roster or whatever. I'm like, of course you're going to find Obrecht's name up there. She had close ties to Obrecht. Duh. I'm not surprised. So, of course, Anna figures that Obrecht's the guilty one. Oh, she killed Drew. Oh, she's the one who tried to kill Franco. You're doing all of this to exonerate that little bastard son of yours. And surprise, surprise, Peter knew about all of this information because Peter is using this information so he can frame Obrecht for it, just so he could cover his ass. Of course. Why am I not surprised? Peter, you try to frame Sam, now you're trying to frame Obrecht. Boy, you're just digging yourself deeper and deeper into the abyss of untruth. Like, when would you stop? Like, your shit is gonna come out. You live in Port Charles. Like, come on now. You already know. Living in Port Charles, your secret will not stay secret forever. So I don't know why you going through all these shenanigans. You might as well just come on out with it. Like, Anna just pissed me off. Like, seriously. I did love the back and forth scene, though, between Obrecht and Spinelli. That shit was hilarious. She, of course, caught Spinelli lurking. And he tried to get her on his side as an ally or whatever to help against Peter. Because at this point, you already know, Obrecht, she'll help anybody if it helps her. Like, if there's something in it for her, she'll definitely help you. So anyway, moving on from that, Sam and Molly meet up at the Metro Court or whatever to have a little chit chat about the whole TJ situation. And then, Molly was alarmed because TJ didn't come home last night. And so she decided to go to the hospital to go check up on him because she was, she wanted to go talk to him or whatever because she was surprised that he didn't come home. And, Sam was trying to tell her, like, maybe you should set something up to where y'all can meet somewhere else or in private so you don't have to go there or whatever and talk to him at his place of work. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, Spinelli shows up and, he's telling her basically that he didn't find any dirt on Peter because he got caught by Obrecht. But he did find some dirt on Dolores or whatever, the parole officer. I'm so sick of this parole bullshit. Sam, why don't you just abide by the parole fucking rules like every other human being that's on parole? Like, why not? Why go through all these shenanigans just so you and Jason could be around each other? Like, who really cares? So they found out that she was calling some burner phone or whatever. So that obviously means that she's up to something. I really could hear less about all of this. But anyway, moving on from that. This situation with Jordan, Curtis, Sonny, Jason, Cyrus, this is heating up and not in a good way. Jordan, of course, was understandably pissed because she felt like she walked into an ambush. And she made it quite clear to Curtis, she will not under any circumstances work with Sonny Corinthos or Jason Morgan in any capacity. Sonny was just sitting there, laughing or whatever, smirking, because Curtis kept trying to tell them that they need to combine resources. Jordan has certain resources that Sonny doesn't have within the police department. Plus, she used to work under Cyrus when she was with DEA, so she knows a lot about his organization and his moves or whatever. That could really, prove to be beneficial to taking him down. And of course, Sonny has resources that the PCPD don't have because he got people in the underworld that would talk to him and tell him stuff that they wouldn't tell a cop. You know what I'm saying? So they need to combine said resources to take this bastard down. Jordan's not with it. Jason is okay with doing it, but he doesn't really want to do it because he doesn't trust Jordan. And Jordan doesn't trust Sonny or Jason. I don't think any of them should trust either of, any one, they shouldn't trust each other. None of them should trust each other. Because here's the thing. It's very smart for them to work together. And I'm going to tell you why. For those reasons that I said earlier, because they all got resources that the other don't have. So that's another major reason why they should work together. Also, Jordan, in order for her to take down Cyrus, you're going to have to do it off the books. You can't legally take him down. One, he's already in prison. He's still calling shit from prison. So that's going to be tough. Two, you did something illegal. So there's no way that you can, you can take him down from a legal standpoint because you did something illegal to get him in prison. So you can't do this as a cop. You have to put your badge to the side and do this one off the books. And the only way to do that is to partner up with Sonny. There's no way she could take down Cyrus by herself. Is absolutely no way. With Taggart dead and the other two agents dead, you ain't really got no backup. And you can't use nobody from the PCPD. Not without, your shit coming to the light. Because if anybody finds out about what you did, you're going to be fired. You're going to go to prison. All your cases are going to be reviewed. And the criminals that you put away as a DEA agent and as the PCPD commissioner, they're going to be free to walk. So you can't risk that. What other options do you have? Like I said, in hindsight, it's smart for them to work together, but at the same time, it's not. Because Sonny obviously wants leverage over Jordan. Because if he's going to work as a mob boss, you can't really be caught dead working with the cops. Other mobsters are going to think you snitching. So you can't do that. That's why Curtis offered to be an intermediate between the parties. Which I totally get. It makes sense. But Sonny wants leverage on Jordan because he wants to call the shots. If he works with her, he does not want to be following her lead. He wants her to follow his. So he needs leverage. Plus, Jason doesn't want to work with her because it can open the floodgates to her taking them down. That's why Sonny wants leverage. That's why he wants leverage. One, he wants to control her and control the situation. And, two, he wants to make sure that he has leverage on her so that way if she finds anything, criminal on them and she tried to use it against them, they can use that shit on her, which is smart. And that's the reason why Jordan doesn't want to work with Sonny and them. She doesn't trust them. Because if they get the goods on her, she already knows she's going to be in their pocket whenever they want. She's in their pocket. Not just for the Cyrus situation, but what if another problem comes up for them? They're going to want the police commissioner in their pocket, of course. That's why she don't want to work with their ass. So I can't blame her for that one. But here's the gotcha. So she was pissed off at Curtis or whatever. And Curtis is worried because he's like, bruh, he knows that Cyrus Renault is not somebody that you want to play with. He knows that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Curtis is fearful for her. He's fearful of TJ. So he's trying to do whatever he can. And he told Jordan, you can be mad at me all the hell you want to, but what other option do we have but working with Sonny and Jason? We ain't got no choice. They don't have a choice. We ain't got a choice. You're in between a rock and a hard place at this point. Make a decision. So when he left, Molly shows up. So now Molly tells her TJ never came home and TJ didn't come to work. See, that's why I said before that, it pissed me off how Jordan was so happy that TJ texted her, and to her that meant that he was safe. No. This is why I said the other day, a text should not confirm to you that he's safe. You should have went to his apartment to make sure. You should have video called him, something. Talked to him over the phone, something to prove he was really safe. Because anybody could have texted you from his phone. And you wouldn't even know. Duh. And when this whole Cyrus situation came up, she should have had protection for him. You know that this is dangerous. I said all of this shit before. When Cyrus mentioned TJ to her, that's when she should have got him a guard. You should have got him somebody. Protection, something. And she still wants to sit here with this pride, this pride about her. And I respect that she got pride. I get it. But you want to sit here, I'm not working with the mob. I'm not working with You ain't got no choice now. Because if Cyrus has your son, which I'm pretty sure he does, you don't have a choice but to work with Sonny and Jason now at this point. You don't have a choice. What other option do you got now? So you got to put that pride to the side and save your damn son and save yourself ultimately. What are you going to do? Put your pride to the side and do what needs to be done. So that way, your son is safe, Cyrus gets taken down, and you get to keep your damn job. A job that you shouldn't have, but you get to keep it nonetheless. Jordan was just irritating me. Like, I understood her point of view, but it's like, girl, put your pride to the side, please, and work with the mob. Like, just do what you gotta do. So anyway, moving on from that. Michael, Carly, Willow continue to sit here wasting their time going back and forth with Nell. Oh, you're not going to get custody. Look at all the crimes that you have. Look at this, that, woo, 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 woo. What is all that going to do? Save that shit for family court. Save it for the judge. Because y'all sitting in this empty courtroom going back and forth with her about why she's not going to get custody and woo, woo, woo. You're just wasting your good breath. That's all you're doing. Like, I hate when they do conversations like that because you're just wasting your time and your breath. And Carly wants to sit there threatening her and stuff, talking about, oh, get a restraining order on me. If you want to go to war with me and my family again, we're ready. Carly, shut up, because you're just feeding into her bullshit. That's all you're doing. You're getting all worked up, threatening her. Stop antagonizing. Stop engaging. Just stop doing it, because what is it doing for you? You're losing. Stop doing it. Let the courts handle it. You keep saying Diane's a great attorney. We all know Diane's a great attorney, so let Diane handle it. We all know Nell crazy ass ain't getting no full custody. What judge in their right mind giving her full custody? For what? For what? No. Then she want to bring up Michael's manslaughter charge or whatever from over 10 years ago with Claudia. That was when he was a minor. He served his time. He paid his debt to society. So, you know, get over it. And there's no way a judge is going to even take that into consideration anyway. It was when he was a minor, and it was over 10 years ago, and they know the circumstances of how that happened and why it happened. So I don't really think that's going to play a factor in that. Nell is facing all type of charges. You know, yeah, you got him dropped, but the DA could easily refile the charges if they get the evidence back, which they probably won't, but you know, they can always refile later on, and then, you know, you got convicted. You're a convicted killer. That's on record. And you pled no contest to the other charges. That is also on public record. That's on record. So that all works against you. Yeah, you got a good attorney or whatever, but she ain't that good. Not to get you up out of that. Not to get you no full custody. She ain't that damn brilliant. I would love to see you now. If she can do that, might be the type of lawyer I might want to hire one day. Who knows? You know, and of course, you know, Willow was sitting there talking about she'd testify or whatever in the court or whatever. She'd testify at the hearing and stuff like that. It was just a hot mess. And of course, after they all leave, Obrecht shows up. And you know, Nell was not happy about that because she felt like Obrecht was threatening her. Obrecht was just putting her ass on notice, letting her know, like, if you even think about implicating me in what happened and the fact that, you know, I helped you give birth to your son and I knew that, you know, Wiley was really Michael. If you implicate me in that, I would take your ass down too. Like, Obrecht was just letting it be known. See, the thing about Nell is she's a survivor. Nell is definitely a survivor. She knows how to survive. She knows how to get herself out of situations. Or at least manipulate or do whatever she got to do to get somebody to help her get out of it. Her and Obrecht definitely have that in common, that they're both survivors. But the big difference between the two, Obrecht is a seasoned survivor. And what I mean by that is Obrecht has been around a long time. She's been in sticky situation after sticky situation, and she's always found a way to get out of it. So if I had to put my money on somebody, it would be Obrecht. In the long run, it'd be Obrecht. And I love how Obrecht handled Nell. Like, she was like, you know what? Just get out. Go, 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 go. She was like, you're getting on my nerves. Leave. I was like, how the hell are you going to kick her out the courtroom when you're the one who came there to see her? Like, shouldn't you be leaving? I like how Obrecht handled that, though. Obrecht, you know, she just handled Nell like a little roach. She was like, goodbye. Like a little fly. Like, she just plucked her away. And Nell walked her ass right on out that courtroom. I say, yep, that was your the best thing that you could do. That was the smart thing to do. Walk your ass on up out of there, because Obrecht is not the one to play with. Might want to keep it pushing. Even Obrecht knew that her story was such bullshit, how she tried to pin the whole thing on Brad. And she asked her, she was like, so tell me what your defense is going to be. So when she told her the defense, even Obrecht was like, who the hell going to buy that shit? Cause it's like you could just when you listen to her tell the story, you can tell it sound like bullshit. It sound like bullshit. Of course it does. Like, what judge in a right mind gonna believe Nell with that crazy ass story? Come on now. So of course Anna shows up at the courtroom talking about something. Oh, you're caught. Oh, you thought you were gonna get away with it. Obrecht was looking at Anna like, what the hell nonsense are you babbling about? Like, Anna is just dumb. Like, just stupid. I'm so over her and Peter at this point. Very over it. So anyway, my girl Trina is still grieving, Taggart's demise. So Ava and Nicholas come over. Ava was there to, bring her some cookies and comfort her. And I like their relationship, their friendship and stuff like that. She was very comforting to Trina because she sees a lot of Kiki in Trina. And, she's taken to Trina very much since the first day she met her. Because she likes her sassiness, her no-nonsense attitude. She's a go-getter. Like, these are all qualities Ava just sees in her and she loves it. You know what I'm saying? That's what draws her to her. She really just wanted to be there to comfort her and help her. And I felt bad for Cam because, he was having nightmares and stuff like that. Cameron, I feel like he needs a good, psychiatrist. Because that boy, being kidnapped twice within a year time frame, like, within a few months of each other, like, that could take its toll on a person, especially a kid his age. Like, they might want to think about getting him some help. So anyway, Trina's mother shows up, Dr. Robinson. Beautiful lady. And, when Trina and Cam went upstairs to go get Trina's stuff, Ava, was offering, her condolences. She was offering to help in any way that she could, because she knows that Trina's mother's a doctor, so she's busy a lot. So she was like, if you need somebody to hang out with Trina more, I'm there, just let me know. I understood where her mother was coming from, but I just felt like Trina's mother was a bit rude and nasty. She did it in somewhat of a classy way. Like, it's not like she raised her voice at her, wagging her finger in her face or nothing like that. But she just came off rude. My thing was, like, there was no need for it, to be a little, rude like that. I understand, she obviously knows who Ava Jerome is because she brought that up, like how Ava's past and stuff like that. But it's like, that's the key word, though. It's the past. Ava's not in anything illegal, minus this whole mess with Nicholas or whatever. But she's no longer in the mob. She's been left the mafia alone. But I totally understand Trina's mother's position, knowing Ava's background. I understand why she doesn't really want Trina around Ava and stuff like that. I get it. I totally do. But I just felt like you didn't need to be rude. Like, obviously, this woman cares about your daughter. She's being nice to her, you know what I'm saying? Like, there was no need for you to be rude. She was just offering to help any way that she could. She knows that, losing somebody, especially a close relative or whatever, she knows how tough that is. She was just offering to be there. That's it. That's all she was doing. And there's nothing wrong with Trina having more support around her. There's definitely nothing wrong with that. And what pissed me off was when Ava stormed out of Elizabeth's house, Nicholas didn't even think about going after her. Franco was looking at Nicholas like, and he told him, he said, so you're not going to run after her? Nicholas sitting there talking about, oh, maybe, I think she just wants to be alone right now. Franco just shook his head like, you really are a selfish ass. You really are. And Franco just went after Ava. I said, Nicholas ain't shit. Like, even Elizabeth was looking at him like, go after her. Like, that's supposed to be, even if, so what if y'all married, and Nicholas talking about, well, we got married for business purposes. So what? So freaking what? And, Elizabeth had to pretty much, chew him out a little bit because she felt like he was acting like Stefan. Because she felt like this is exactly how Stefan was back in the day. Withdrawn, detached, cold. And she feels like Nicholas is acting so much like Stefan now. And, Nicholas kind of admitted to it, but he was like, I'm not totally like Stefan. He was like, I'm still, like a good guy or whatever, but you're not showing it though. That's the thing. Like, you're just being an ass. So, Franco caught up with Ava and stuff. And, Ava admitted, she was like, she does feel like Trina fills a void for her where Kiki, should be. Like, she's filling a void for her. And she just sees so much of Kiki in her, like what Kiki could have been, what Kiki, the life Kiki could have had and stuff, like that's just how she feels. She wasn't trying to overstep her boundaries or anything as far as like Trina's mother is concerned, but she just feels a genuine connection to this girl. Because it makes her think of Kiki and stuff, I felt bad for Ava. I just really hope they don't try this whole Ava Franco shit. I really don't, because I actually like Franco with Elizabeth. So I hope they don't do nothing to try to cross that line with the two of them, because I'd be pissed off by that. So anyway, this was a good episode today. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I will see y'all all later. Have a great day. Peace.